Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It's Thursday morning, 8:30. Look at me. I could not sleep. Well, I did get to sleep. Took me a while to get to sleep. And then 4:30, 4:40, I was awake. And it's all to do with this damn trailer day tomorrow. I can't believe how upset I am. Anyway, we'll talk a little more about that after I show you the bag. So today's bag is what I think is I say that, I'll show you. It's such a cool bag. It's nothing spectacular, really, but it is. So there's an A here. No idea what that stands for. There is nothing else in the bag to distinguish brand or whatever. Now, I had to do some repairs to the interior of the bag, so maybe the label was in the seam that had come apart. I don't know. But to me, it almost feels like it's, I'm going to say homemade, but that's, like a small batch designer or something like that. It's too finished to be, like a arts and crafts project for somebody or whatever. But it doesn't feel like a mass produced bag, which I just love. And this mahogany brown is my absolute favorite. Now, I've had to do a lot of work on this bag. There was a lot of wear on this bag, and I have re-dyed it. Lots of variations in color, so it was very forgiving. I've been working on a Coach bag, and getting the right brown has just been a nightmare. But anyway, and then these natural leather accents. Now there is some is it actually even green? Yeah, I don't know. It might indicate that this is brass, but there is some discoloration where the strap was. Now I've moved it. I've put another hole in it and I've moved it down. One, because I wanted to see if it could get it crossbody. And two, these tended to curl up and that drives me crazy. I don't know why. I've got a bag I'll show you if I remember. You know me, my brain goes all over the place. By the time I'm done, I might not have even remembered. But it's right behind me, so hopefully I'll remember. Just that curling. There's a bag here that I have by Lotus, Spanish company. Not vintage, but it's ugly because I don't even know why I picked it up. Anyway, so back to the bag at hand. So there is a little pocket on the front, and it's kind of cool because the zipper goes down to the bottom, but they've put a stopper on it. I'm not sure why they would have done that. The only thing I can think of is maybe they just were using zippers or... Oh, okay. So I've just noticed that there is a little bit more interior damage. I will... You know what? I'm going to put some of my fabric glue on that. Yeah, this little bag was in kind of rough shape. That's the plaid interior. Now, yeah, it's come away from the stitching, so I'm just going to put a little bit of fabric glue on that. And that will take care of that. I didn't notice that. Otherwise, I would have fixed it. So, inside... there was a lot of damage, but you know what? I still felt that I needed to keep going with the repairs. So there's a little bit of stitch work I did here, and was it only on that one side? Yeah, there was so on this side, and then there's a whole side that was blown out here. But I've stitched it all neatly. I'm not a seamstress by any means. There is some felt padding in the bag, which you can see you know, with this being damaged, you can see there's a little bit of felt here. So actually, while we're talking about this, so some of the bags that I have that are kind of 50s, 60s, there is, if there's any opening or any, even the tiniest little deterioration of the seal, you'll find that there's almost like a powder that comes out. What that is this. It has dried and deteriorated over the years, and it goes into almost like a powder form. And that is what you will find. Any of you vintage lovers out there who have bags that maybe, you know, at the bottom of the top handle or something, if there's any kind of little pinhole gap, you'll get like a little dust or something. That's what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that open, otherwise I'll forget. So there is a little bit of wonkiness on the strap. You can see. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a small batch or a one-off, but I really like it. It's a really, really nice bag. Nice gusset, super soft. You will get it crossbody. However, it will be a high-sitting crossbody, which I'm not mad at all. The kind of the aesthetic of the bag really doesn't look silly, even with me. Now, let me tell you, Lent is over on Saturday. So my big weigh-in is tomorrow. I know I've lost weight. I can feel it. My clothes are loose. My bigger clothes are loose. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not going too crazy. But I'm looking forward to, it will be the only thing about tomorrow that I'm looking forward to is my weigh-in the morning. I kicked my ass this morning. I was at the gym at 6:15 this morning. The girl on the desk was like, would you pee to bed? I'm like, I couldn't sleep. So it was leg day today. So I've started. I'm going to stick with this routine for another month or so. I've got a little bit of a goal for the end of April, and I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to stick with it the 5 days a week. I won't be working out tomorrow. Our gym is closed. It's Good Friday tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to the break. I don't see my clients tomorrow because it's a holiday. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to be very careful tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I worked really hard. So this sweatshirt, this Glasgow Celtic, which is one of my dad's sweatshirts when he worked for, he ran the youth academy at Glasgow Celtic, would have been 1995, 96, 97. Yeah, right around when my son was born. So he still has all his kit. And he gave this to me, and I wore it a couple of years ago because it fit. And then I just got not big enough that it was like, oh shit, what happened? I've got a friend that's happened to, and it's like, holy crap. But enough that it was too snug and I didn't like it, but I'm back wearing it. So this is the bag. This is the bag today. I've just listed it. I will do a little repair right here. And yeah, it's you. I should do befores and afters, I guess. But I don't know. I just got into, I think, was it Sunday? I spent the day doing all that painting. And I just kind of, and by the time I finished mixing the paint, it either goes well or it doesn't. Now this one, as I said, the variation in the color, there's, you know, areas where it's deeper, and it was very forgiving. But some of the other bags I did on Sunday, I was so frustrated that I probably wouldn't have even remembered. So that's today's bag. The bag I was going to show you. Look at this thing. Now, how ridiculous is that? I have put weights on these things. I'm almost at the point where I mean, I don't think I will, but you could almost put a stitch in it. I mean, who wants to walk around with a bag with these stupid things? Like, why do they do that? I don't know whether I could iron it. I've done that before. I've ironed these little wings. Oh, the leather smell is gorgeous. And it's such a lovely bag. Lotus is a great brand. I heard about them from Purse Trippin she's from California. This is a Spanish brand. And it's got a really nice strap as well, which that's flipping up. Not a vintage bag, so it won't be on Etsy, I don't think. Let me have a look at the tell. Wow, the phone pouch is tiny. Look at that for a phone pouch. Well, maybe it is vintage. But I certainly wouldn't list it with those things flying around like that. Anyway, just an example of, like, who designed that? Like, anyway, whatever. So, tomorrow, will I speak to, maybe I will still chat with you tomorrow. I have to be careful because tomorrow is opening day at the trailer. And I know, I've been talking about it for weeks. But it really is going to be a tough day for me. Bruce and I were together when we bought the new trailer. Well, he bought the new trailer. And it really was our home last year. And there's amazing memories in there. Despite him being with another partner now, I can't imagine that he's not going to walk around that trailer tomorrow and over the Easter weekend and wish that I was still there. Anyway, it's been a lot tougher on me than I thought it was going to be. However, it is kind of fueling my fire. I really, really am. When I look at the finances of it, forget the actual purchasing of a trailer because the prices are absolutely retarded right now. Can I afford the monthly? I would break the seasonal fee into a monthly. And yes, I can. I should be able to. It's just whether or not I want to go that route. Whether or not I want to get a van and do a van build. That way I can go anywhere, anytime, any place. But I really am not. I mean, I would for the thrifting. I would like to. I was watching Miss Philly this morning and they've started going to the bins in Minnesota, I think it is. It must be somewhere that's, it's about an hour, hour and a half from where they are in Winnipeg. And my closest bins was 5 hours away in Akron, Ohio. And I did go in 2019. And then, of course, COVID hit. I was going to make it a yearly thing. But 5 hours is a long way to go. But we can't compete. Canadian resellers cannot compete with A, the bins that they have in the States, B, when they go to their Goodwill, not so much Savers, but their Goodwill, their Salvation Army. I mean, Miss Philly was talking about it this morning. Mondays, 25% off. Tuesdays, 20% off. Like, they have significant sales daily. And then they're shipping. We cannot compete with that. So, even though the dollar is great and I don't know, you see, and even like It's Hadrian and Purse Trippin, I see what they find on a daily basis. I found a couple of Luxe brand bags once in 8 years. Like it's just not the same. So anyway, again, wah. So there we go. Easter weekend, we're having our last family get together in my parents' house. They sold it and they've got an apartment now. I'm not sure how that's going to work. To be honest, it really was not ever on their radar to live in an apartment. But oh my goodness, we're 14 minutes in. Hurry up, stop jibber jabbering. So 3 more lovely trivia points about Tiffany. So it's called Engagement Ring Finder. It's an app that you can actually see the ring on your finger. Now, I'm not sure if it's exclusive to Tiffany, but they're mentioning it in this bio that I was watching. Apparently Tiffany has price points that start from under $300. For an engagement ring, I'm not sure, but they have a lot of their silver jewelry. And yeah, if Tiffany is your thing. And then last but not least, we all remember, well, maybe some of us don't, the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Marilyn Monroe was mentioned Tiffany in that song. So it's definitely an iconic. In Canada here, definitely not on the same level, I don't think. I wouldn't say so. But Burke's has their own kind of blue box. And my front door has just opened all by itself. Come on in, whoever you are. Holy moly. My door does this if I don't close it properly. Ta-da! It's very windy. It didn't do Leather Bag Lady weather report. Holy moly. It was so hot yesterday. It was humid. Like the kind of deja vu of how hot it gets in this house. I was out with my clients yesterday afternoon. We were sweating balls. It was terrible. Anyway, this is a stupid long video. If you're still with me, thank you. If not, oh well, you're not. Have a great Easter, everybody. I may or may not say hello tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel. I might need to speak to somebody because chances are I'll be on my own tomorrow. So anyway, have a great rest of the day. Leather Bag Lady weather report. It doesn't look very good, but it is supposed to be nice this afternoon. So I will be on the deck having some me time. Maybe doing some cleanup. I don't know. I'm full of these great ideas and it never happens. But anyway, bye everybody.